I'm your pocket filler, the parlay killer, the Northside thriller. Start the broadcast, subscribe with a smash. The Gorilla Sports Podcast. The Gorilla Sports Podcast.
Welcome into the Gorilla Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Bulpin, and it's Wednesday, July the 31st. All right, guys, we're coming to you live. We're coming to you in screen. The podcast, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this thing because it's been an absolute nightmare for some reason. Spotify for podcasters decided to sell the rights to a third party, and it hasn't been going well trying to get my podcast out there. So I've tried a couple of different sites. This is about the 10th site I'm trying now. So let's see how this goes. I've been putting out my plays on Twitter, so anyone that's following me at Bulps1, B-U-L-P-S-1, has still been riding this train pretty hard. I've had a lot of texts about other guys still following me. We smashed last night. I had 4 plays. We had 4 winners. We've just been absolutely terrorizing this baseball year. So we're going to keep this thing going. I'm not going to recap any of the plays from yesterday, but I got 4 batter parlays I like, and let's get into them today. Our first play is we're going to take Vladdy Guerrero of the Toronto Blue Jays to get 1 hit, and we're going to pair that with Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros. Now, Vladdy's 4 for 11. He's batting .364, and he's actually batting 2 for 3 with a homer this year versus his pitcher today. And he's on a 13-game hitting streak. So we love those odds, and we're going to pair it with Jose Altuve. Now, he's got a hit in 13 of his last 14 games. And he's going versus Jake Woodford today, this young kid out of Pittsburgh. This kid is 0-2, and he's got a 10.80 ERA. I love pairing these two guys together. Put me in for that one. Our next play is we're going to take Lourdes Gurriel of the Arizona Diamondbacks to get 1 hit, and we're going to pair that with Manny Machado. Now, Lourdes Gurriel, he's 4 for 6, batting .667 versus Mackenzie Gore. He's batting .328 versus left-handed pitching. He's on an 8-game hitting streak. Zona just put up 17 runs last night, so I mean they're absolutely on fire right now. And he's a pretty juicy odds. So we were able to pair him with Manny Machado because Machado's going versus Clayton Kershaw of the LA Dodgers. Now Machado on the San Diego Padres, he's actually sees Kershaw really well. He's batting 5 for 10. He's batting .500 with a homer and a double versus Clayton Kershaw. Now, Kershaw's only had 1 start. This will be his second start. He's coming off injury. And his first start was okay. He lasted 4 innings, but he gave up 6 hits and 2 runs. So I like pairing Gurriel and Manny Machado together. Our next play is we are going to take our boy Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox to get 1 hit. Now, he's going versus Kirby of Seattle today. But he's 5 for 10 versus him. And he's got a homer and a double versus him as well. Now, Devers is batting .315 at home, and he's going versus a righty. We love Devers at home versus righties. And we're going to pair that with Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros. Again, this guy's batting .299. He's an absolute beast, and he's going versus this kid, Jake Woodford. So I like to pairing the 2 of those guys together. And our last and final play is we are going to take Bobby Witt. Again, we're finding a spot to pair him with because Bobby Witt is always in the -400 and something range, which is just insane. I've never seen guys go so high that aren't batting in Colorado when you get that juicy hitters park. But Bobby Witt's on a 12-game hitting streak. He's an absolute beast. I shouldn't even have to go into his stats, but he is batting .667 versus Thorpe in Chicago. For some reason, he absolutely destroys the Chicago White Sox. And we're going to pair him with Austin Riley. Now, Riley's not getting a ton of credit today. He's only a -190 to get 1 hit. He's coming off a 4-hit game last night, and he's going versus Freddie Peralta, and he's 4 for 8 versus Freddie Peralta. So he's already batting .500 versus Peralta. So it's a perfect opportunity to pair him with Bobby Witt to get into that -120, -122 range. So I love it. We got 4 plays going today. We're coming off a 4-0 sweep last night. Hopefully this works out well, guys, and I'll be seeing you in the future. And I know you're rocking with me. Let's roll.